Well, up next is Action TV.
After the cunning schemes undertaken to have the business statistics subject removed from the GCE advanced level syllabus were exposed in the media, education authorities were made to issue an official notification that the subject would not be removed. However, the indirect effort to instill an idea in society that the business statistics subject is of no importance in violation of the ethics of education to not denigrate any subject is still underway. Even though the title of the subject alone shows its direct correlation to the field of commerce, the views expressed by the Education Minister at a media briefing convened today deserves the attention of all educators and academics in the country. With changes taking place in the world when enrolling people to management faculties in the future, there are 3 accepted subjects. The Professor of Accounting here knows more than I do, Professor Abe Ratna Bandara. The 3 subjects are accounting, business studies and economics. He says that business statistics is a subject that is taught in the art stream in universities. We can teach this as well, there is no problem. The problem is that since the principals have not undertaken this subject, they have some difficulty understanding it. We are not strengthening it and we are not training teachers to teach business statistics. We are at present unable to train sufficient teachers for even primary education. The Minister also commented at today's media briefing on a circular issued recently which prevents students from transferring from one national school to another and from one AB grade school to another school of the same grading. Meanwhile, a group of parents staged a protest today opposite the Ministry of Education over the same circular. We know that all schools do not provide the same level of education. It is because of this that the scholarship examination is held and good students are sent to good schools. This circular is completely contradictory to this principle. Each school has different means of teaching. Some schools have more facilities while some schools have less. Our hope is that the children can go to the schools they want to go to.
Minister of Investment Promotion Lakshmanya Pabewardena says that a foreign enterprise that operates in the country for more than a decade can purchase lands in the country.
They have to be operational here for more than 10 years. Am I correct? If a certain foreign enterprise had established itself here for more than 10 years and have taken part in investment projects, they can purchase lands. However, they should have been here for 10 years or more. Moreover, if a foreign enterprise is bringing in a massive foreign investment, they too will be eligible for this. For this to materialize, a joint recommendation from the Ministry of Finance and Lands should be put forward to the Cabinet for approval. For example, let's say that they have purchased 5 acres of land and they want to purchase 2 more. At that time, they need to seek Cabinet approval and explain to the Cabinet regarding the benefits. Journalists also questioned the Secretary to the Ministry of Investment Promotion, who is also incidentally the Secretary to the Ministry of Power and Energy, on the increase of electricity tariffs. This is just a temporary measure. The government also said that another low-cost power plant is to be set up this year. After that materializes, we can provide relief.
A media briefing was held in Colombo today on events organized to commemorate the 30th anniversary of Minister Nimal Siripala de Silva's political career.
නිමල් සිරිපාල සිල්වා කියන දේශපාලන පෞරුෂත්වය 83 නාගරික මන්ත්‍රීවරයෙක් කියලා.
Nimal Siripala de Silva entered politics as a local councillor in 83 and now as a minister, the leader of the house, a senior vice president of the party, a district leader and electorate organizer. He is a great strength to our governments. You may remember the discussions that were held with the representatives of the LTTE terrorists. He undertook a major task in these talks as a character with a vision and political knowledge.
LTT රස්සවාදීන්ගේ නියෝජිතයින් සමග කරන ලද සාකච්ඡා ඔබට මතකයි. දේශපාලන පරිණතභාවයක් ඇති දැක්මක් ඇති චරිතයක් විදියට නායකයෙක් විදියට විශාල වැඩ කොටසක් මේ සාකච්ඡාවල එතුමා ඉෂ්ට කළා.
Another phase of the community service program, Ape Gamai, Ape Kamai, Sirasa Radio Vai, was initiated in Maligavatta yesterday.
Funds were donated through this program to the Community Development Society of the RB Estate in Maligavatta. This program is being implemented island-wide to increase the welfare of the people via community service projects.
Sirasa is the strength of both the people in Colombo and the people in rural villages. Because it does not receive the attention of most people, there are major shortcomings in areas like this in Colombo and in rural areas. Thereby, at Sirasa FM, we decided to give equal opportunity to the village and the urban areas. If not, we would be being unjust by the listeners in the Colombo district.
Up next is a newspaper cartoon of the day. The rest of Sri Lanka team beat the Sri Lanka A team by 58 runs in the third match of the Sri Lanka Cricket President's Trophy's triangular one-day series that was played at Pallekele today. The series is played as a warm-up ahead of the Champions Trophy that will be played in England and the Sri Lanka A team's tour of the West Indies.
Invited to bat first, the rest of Sri Lanka team were bowled out for 204 runs in 44.1 overs. Nuwan Kulasekara top scored for the rest of Sri Lanka team with 61 runs, while skipper Dinesh Chandimal contributed with 36. Vimukti Perera bagged 4 wickets for 30 runs for Sri Lanka A. Chasing 205 for victory, Sri Lanka A were bowled out for just 146 runs in 37.4 overs. Angelo Pereira top scored for Sri Lanka A with 43 runs, while Suranga Lakmal was unbeaten at 38. Chanaka Velagadra bagged 3 wickets for 36 runs for the rest of Sri Lanka team.
Minister of Sports Mahindananda Alutgamage says that he will resign from his post if it is proven that any person was appointed to or removed from positions in any sports body due to political reasons. Joining the Inside Sports program that was aired live on Sirasa TV last night, the minister added that he did not have any evidence to prove that Jayantha Dharmadasa, who was appointed recently as the chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket, was a corrupt individual.
Convening a media briefing after the nominees for the post of chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket were rejected, then Chairman Thilanga Sumutipala charged that the sports minister had provided the opportunity for a corrupt individual to be appointed as the chairman of the sports body. Sumutipala pointed out that Dharmadasa was found guilty in the Taj TV and Rupavahini deal as well as a share transaction at the Colombo stock market. No man is fined 3.3 million rupees for no reason. I will show you the details. The Securities and Exchange Commission fined Dharmadasa because he was corrupt. On the 30th of June 2008, what does S. Liana Gamage, the chairman of the review, say? He writes to Gamini Lokuge saying that we have suffered a huge loss. A group including Jayantha Dharmadasa is largely to blame for this. Due to the Taj TV deal, Gamini Lokuge appointed a committee which said that this group should be charged under the penal code or at least some form of legal action should be taken against them. The statements that were made were brought to the attention of the present sports minister on Inside Sports last evening. I have not received any of these objections against Dharmadasa. We received a complaint against Dharmadasa after he was appointed. The report that was submitted to me by Mahiya Gunasekara following the committee inquiry did not find him guilty. Sometimes Jayantha Dharmadasa could be guilty. I do not know. I still do not know what you are saying. I can act in accordance with the powers vested in me by the Act only if he has been found guilty in a court of law. What if I phrase it like this? What if he goes to court and there are charges against him, but he reaches a settlement? Is he considered guilty then? No, I can clearly state that he has not gone to court. When Sports First made inquiries from the president of SLC, Jayantha Dharmadasa, on the views expressed on the Inside Sports program, Dharmadasa refused to comment.
Expedition 35 on the International Space Station has come to an end with the Soyuz capsule carrying the astronauts landing safely in Kazakhstan.
That's right. The commander of Expedition 35, Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield, became something of a YouTube hero during his tour, with regular uploads of fun zero-gravity videos to the video sharing website. Some of these videos were also showcased here on News First.
We leave you tonight with this video montage compiled by our editor, including Colonel Hadfield's last upload, his very own rendition of the David Bowie hit Space Oddity.
Here's a look. Good night.